Heartbreak for Team USA. Jessica Pegula opens up about Billie Jean King Cup final loss to Italy. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. The Billie Jean King Cup final is one of Tennessee's most revered events, a stage where national pride meets individual grit. In 2025, Team USA arrived in Florence, Italy, with a clear goal: to reclaim the crown and cement their place in history. At the heart of that mission was Jessica Pegula, a stalwart of the team whose grit, consistency, and leadership had powered Team USA to the final. But on that decisive day, Italy had other plans. The loss was devastating. For Pegula and her teammates, it was more than a defeat, it was heartbreak. But in her first candid interview since the final, Pegula opened up about what the match meant, what went wrong, and how this loss would shape their future. This is her story and Team USA's story, told in full. Team USA had entered the Billie Jean King Cup as one of the tournament's favorites. With a squad stacked with talent, including Jessica Pegula, Coco Gauff, and Shelby Rogers, they had dismantled opponents with determination and precision. Pegula had played a pivotal role. Her victories in singles and doubles had carried the team through tense ties, and her calm leadership had been a cornerstone of their campaign. But reaching the final meant facing a formidable opponent, Italy, a team brimming with talent and confidence, led by players such as Jasmine Paolini and Elisabetta Cocchiaretto. The Italian team had been relentless throughout the tournament, and now they stood between Team USA and the title. The final took place in front of a raucous crowd in Florence. Italian fans packed the arena, waving flags and chanting for their team. For the American side, the atmosphere was electric yet tense. Jessica Pegula described walking onto the court that day. You feel the energy immediately. It's not just a match, it's representing your country. That weight is something special, something you can't replicate in any other tournament. From the opening point, the tension was palpable. Every serve, every return, every rally carried immense significance. This was more than tennis, this was pride, history, and legacy. The singles matches set the tone. Pegula opened for Team USA, taking the court with a fierce determination. She fought hard, displaying her trademark consistency and court coverage. But Italy came prepared, matching every point with precision and grit. Pegula battled through long rallies and high-pressure moments, pushing her opponent to the limit. But Italy's strategy was spot on, targeting weaknesses, mixing pace, and keeping the Americans on the defensive. Despite her best efforts, Pegula's match ended in a hard-fought loss. Every point was contested, but the scoreboard told the story: Italy was edging ahead. In Pegula's words, the turning point was in the doubles. We knew we needed to fight back, but Italy had momentum. The doubles match was a pivotal moment. Pegula and her partner fought valiantly, but Italy's teamwork and chemistry proved decisive. The crowd roared with every Italian point, and the atmosphere grew more intense. When the final point was played, and Italy emerged victorious, the weight of defeat hit the American team hard. Back in the locker room, emotions ran high. There was silence, punctuated by the sound of muffled sobs and deep breaths. For Pegula, the moment was overwhelming. We gave it everything, but it wasn't enough. It hurts. It hurts deeply. But there was also unity. Team USA rallied around each other, exchanging words of encouragement despite the loss. They knew this was a setback, not the end of their journey. In her first in-depth interview after the final, Pegula opened her heart. Losing a final like this isn't just a match loss. It's something that stays with you. You carry it, but you also learn from it. We'll come back stronger. That's the promise we make to ourselves and to our country. She spoke about the pride of representing Team USA, the heartbreak of falling short, and the lessons learned. For Pegula, the experience wasn't just about winning, it was about growth, resilience, and unity. Italy's victory was a historic moment for their team. But Pegula's reflections showed deep respect for her opponents. Italy played brilliantly. They deserved this win. They fought for every point and showed incredible heart. In defeat, Pegula recognized that sport is as much about respect as it is about competition. Her graciousness earned admiration from fans and fellow players alike. The loss left a mark on Team USA, but also sparked determination. Pegula spoke about how such moments shape athletes. Loss teaches you more than victory. It teaches you about perseverance, teamwork, and heart. We'll use this to fuel our future. For Pegula, the Billie Jean King Cup final was a reminder of why she plays the sport, for the passion, the pride, and the love of representing her country. The tennis community responded to the final with mixed emotions. Social media buzzed with support for Team USA, praise for Pegula's performances, and admiration for Italy's triumph. Hashtags like #TeamUSA, #PegulaHeart, and #BJK Cup final trended worldwide. For fans, Pegula's openness in discussing the loss turned her into more than a player. She became a symbol of resilience and inspiration. Pegula and Team USA now set their sights on the future. The loss in Florence was a setback, but also a stepping stone. Pegula said, "This isn't the end. It's a challenge. We'll regroup, work harder, and come back stronger. The next Billie Jean King Cup will be ours." Her determination was clear, a promise that the pain of defeat would fuel her resolve. For Jessica Pegula, the final was more than a match, it was a defining moment in her career. It was about pride, responsibility, and legacy. Even in loss, she emerged as a leader, inspiring her teammates and fans alike. Her reflections ensured that the 2025 Billie Jean King Cup final would be remembered not just for Italy's triumph, but for Team USA's heart and determination. Heartbreak is part of sports. But so is resilience. Jessica Pegula's openness about the loss gave fans insight into the emotional realities of elite competition. Her words resonated beyond the tennis court. We fight. We learn. We grow. That's what makes champions. For Team USA, the journey continues. And for Jessica Pegula, the heartbreak of Florence will fuel her pursuit of glory. The match that changed everything. The Billie Jean King Cup final of 2025 will be remembered as a match of passion, resilience, and heartbreak. For Jessica Pegula and Team USA, it was a moment that tested their spirit. But loss is never the final chapter, it's the beginning of a new journey. Pegula's reflections remind us that in sport, the heart matters as much as the scoreboard. Final headline. Heartbreak for Team USA. Jessica Pegula opens up about Billie Jean King Cup final loss to Italy, a story of passion, pride, and perseverance. Red heart #tennis racket and ball. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.